Hello, Goblin. And I wouldn't say I'm feeling better. I'm feeling better than before. let's just, let's go with that. I'm feeling better than before. So, yay. Okay, let me take these tabs down. Anyways, today I'm just talking about some random things I heard, and we're just gonna go over them. So you can see at least two people I'm talking about today. But I did want to reference, I did want to reference one thing that is partly in the title. It's like a mistake I've made, and I think I realized what it was. Because something was just not, on top of I've just been going through life, and life has been kicking my ass. I have been feeling like something isn't right. Something feels a bit off, you know? And I figured out what that was. And I'm going to, by the way, I'm going to be playing Minecraft this entire time because I've been addicted to it again. So now I have a problem. So I'm going to get out of here, extend my software. But, I always tell you guys I'm not one to call someone a pedophile or a groomer or anything like that. I meant that. I think lately, and I have the tendency to do this, lately I've been getting like triggered, like low key. You know, I've had a lot of personal things happen, and I guess I never really outwardly expressed them as things that hurt me. But I think I realized after talking about all the situations I've been talking about where people have been, I wouldn't say they're pedophiles nor they groomers anymore. Like I don't want to say that anymore, and I'm sorry that I even said that. Don't get me wrong, their actions were not good, and they're disgusting people, and they can actually go to hell. And I do want them not to be on the platform because what they did by itself is gross in my opinion. And the fact they have no self-control, because the biggest thing, they had no self-control and they did it several different times, or at least continuously in contact with said minors, it's gross. It's the whole thing. I'm not apologizing for that. But my thing is I probably shouldn't have called them things that might not be true. You know what I mean? What we can say, because most of these people have like straight up admitted to it, and there have been evidence that says otherwise, or there hasn't been evidence that says otherwise, is these people were manipulating children. They were being inappropriate with children, talking inappropriate with children, being gross, trying to wait until kids were of age to date them when they could just date somebody else. Just be absolute degenerate, gross monsters. And even though they are all those things and above in some cases, I'm gonna try really hard to go back to like not calling people groomers and pedophiles and stuff like that and pedo shit. Even though that might be how I'm like leaning towards that feeling, I'm just gonna not call people that. You get what I'm saying? Like I'm just gonna not do that anymore. I'm just gonna tell you what they did. Because for some reason people like that think that, oh, you called me a groomer, that's the worst of my concerns. Like, okay, cool, bro. I'm gonna call you I'm gonna call it like I see it, and I'm gonna tell you what you did. And then maybe if I repeat it back what you've done, maybe then you'll get how gross it is. Because some people are just like, okay, I'm not a groomer anymore, nobody's calling me that anymore, so you know, I'm still this, or I'm still like someone who could be on this platform, and it's still like a thing I can fix. And it's like, no, you're still inappropriate with a child, which means that you need to do something else somewhere else, you know. Give me a second. Okay, it's my fine. My niece is in the tub. I'm trying to swim. And she coughing a little bit. It's fine. She's fine. Nothing happened. She's not dead. It just she inhaled some water while she was laying down with the whole thing. Anyways, that's my thing. Of like, I'm just gonna tell them like again, like with the Ash and the John situation, they were inappropriate with the child. They knew the child's age. Ash went after the child still after knowing the child's age, and went after them while knowing the child was the child. John did not anything better. I said John like it's looking John from Ruby. He did nothing better. So if he doesn't want to be called guru, that's fine. You're still a degenerate and you're still a weirdo who needs to go. Ash is no better at this point because she swears she's gonna leave the platform, but really, she supports John all the way, and John is doing disgusting shit right now. They're still weirdos. They're still gross. They're still disgusting. And no matter how much he doesn't want to be called a groomer, it's not going to change that. It's just simply not. You're a weirdo. And you need to go somewhere. Get a real job so people can watch your ass because you've been doing weird behavior and you obviously have no self-control if you continue to talk to that minor, which you did. Point blank, period. And obviously, if you don't understand that that minor never could consent and it was weird for you to do in the first place, and you never should talk to that minor again, and you continue to, you're literally trying to sue them, you obviously don't understand what you did wrong, and you obviously don't know how to take responsibility for your actions. It's simple as that. Point blank, period. But I just wanted to say that and put that out there because I'm just not going to be even touching those words, but I'm definitely going to tell you what you did and tell you how I feel and tell you that this seems like some pedo ass shit, but that's about it. That's all I'm gonna say. Ooh, I just had to get that off my chest. Oh fuck. Is it? Give me a second. There we go. I thought it was freezing up, but I think it's just because... Oh, wait. It's because I'm streaming. And... Oh no, it froze up. It might be because I'm streaming, it's just kind of catching up, because I also haven't touched this in a while, so that might be it. Yeah, I think it's better now. Yeah, we're better now. Okay. So, and sorry if I'm playing I probably should turn the music down, actually. Did I turn the music off for Minecraft? I did, okay. I've turned everything off. What was I even saying? What we're going to talk about today is, well, the first thing we're going to talk about is Madame, because I was watching Ponder Sprocket's video on her. And by the way, I should probably make a new thing. But I was watching Ponder's video on her. And I was watching it, and you're like, you know, just for background noise, basically. Also, hello, I see you. But I was watching it, and I was like, you know, I haven't heard about Madame in a long time. Like, is she dead or something? Like, not actually. You know, obviously I don't want to wish anybody death or anything like that. I'm just like, where is she? Like, where's she been? Like, where's she going? Like, what's happening? Where's Madame? And so I went to go, like, look for her. I'll just name this, I don't know. Pod. Hopefully I don't die because I just got into this mod pack, so I don't know. I went to go look up her channel and I couldn't find anything. I couldn't find her channel. I couldn't find her videos. I couldn't find not squat. I found everybody's videos on her, but I could not find her channel for the life of me. And so then I started looking up, like, you know, like more of the recent videos. So, like, from this week or, you know, this month. And I saw people making videos basically being like, oh, yeah, her channel is gone. It got deleted. And just like, but what? So apparently, from what I can see, this is coming from her specifically. She said on her Discord server that her channel was terminated. I forget the exact reason why, but basically they said her channel was terminated unfairly and she was trying to appeal it and that didn't work. Now, I gotta be 100 with you. Don't believe this for a second. And usually I would and believe that person because why would that person lie? But Madame, like, where's that lawsuit that she had that we have not heard anything about, nor is there any updates on? Now, this was a suit that, like, there's no way it could have lasted this long because she would have asked for more money at that point. And we have heard not one, hide nor tail of her asking for any more money. So at this point, I'm like, okay, so that lawsuit is probably just doesn't exist. And for her to say her channel was deleted, and for her to say her channel was deleted and not make a fuss about it is also mad weird. Like, why didn't you make... Oh, it's a doggy! Hi! Oh, hi, I didn't know you were here. I want you. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No! Oh god, I turned into it. Yeah, apparently I can turn into things in this one. Or rather, I can turn into things that I kill. But, my point was that, that lawsuit, she would have asked for more money if she actually needed the money for it and she was actually doing it. Because even if the case had ran this long, hopefully that dog isn't coming for me. Are you angry towards me? You are not. Okay, you're not. Okay. But she would have, asked for more money or something. So it's not running this long, because she would have asked for more money because if she had trouble getting to, Washington, then I'm sure she would have had trouble, continuing a case this long, especially with her financial situation, apparently. But, we heard no more, we heard no more updates or anything from that, and sure, she would have never gave updates because she said she wouldn't, but still, like, we would have heard something. So I think that shit's just, like, she lied. I believe she just lied through her teeth. I believe she's been lying through her teeth from the get-go. Oh, also, I should probably ask this question, and nobody's gonna answer me because nobody's watching. But should I start, like, going back and labeling, like, when I'm talking about what in these live streams? I feel like people watch them sometimes, but nobody wants to watch all the way through to hear that one part that, they need. So I feel like I should end up, like, doing that, and I might end up doing that. Anyways, my point is that I feel like she's lying through her teeth. that's my big point. I feel like she's lying about it, and I feel like her channel didn't get terminated. And that's only because she's a known liar, and she she makes up fabrications about a lot of stuff, and so it's kind of hard to trust shit she says. But also just because she just didn't say anything about it, she didn't make a fuss about it. I didn't see her tweet at YouTube or anything like that. She was just like, if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And maybe that's just because she's, given up on it. That totally could be the reason. That she's just like, my channel was kind of toxic anyways, and nobody liked me, so maybe starting anew was good for me. She totally could have been like that. And I think she said something along those lines. I believe so. I might be wrong about this because I don't have the screenshots, like, the screenshots are online. You can find a video with them, and I think I'll link that video below that has the screenshots from her Discord server. But I think she said something along those lines, actually, that, like, if she has to do a fresh start, it's what it is. So she might just, like, accepted it and was like, okay, well, that's life. I can't do anything about it. And that's perfectly fine. I forgot I'm doing it in peaceful. No wonder I haven't found an enemy yet. I was wondering, like, why am I not? But that's why. Anyways, what the fuck is that? No. Whatever it is, just no. I'll be over here. Anyways. I don't know if, I hate when I say but I don't know if I should ask her because I don't have entrance to her Discord server, but I'm sure either her DMs are open, or I could just tweet at her and be like, hey, what the fuck happened to your channel? But I don't think she would answer me with anything noteworthy. Like, she'd probably just say, well, Team YouTube did this. And I doubt if I asked for screenshots, she'd give it to me. I don't know. She just seems like that type of person that, like, it's like pulling teeth trying to get anything out of her. And at that point, I don't want to, and I don't want her to be like, well, I don't really have the thing anymore, or I don't know where, I don't know, I don't have the message anymore, I don't have the, what's it called, the screenshot of the thing anymore. It's easier not to believe her, honestly. And even if I, whether I believed her or not, I can't do anything about it. It's not like I can help her. She would have to do stuff herself. All I would do is like make a video about it, and many people have made a video about it, so I wouldn't be contributing to anything there. Sorry if you hear the clicking. I can't help that. My mouse is like right next to my my mic, so it's what it is. Anyways, I do want to know what you guys think and how you guys feel. Tell me, do you even care about this bitch? Because I feel like no one does anymore. Everybody's kind of like, we all kind of collectively agreed that, we don't fuck with her. So, I just wanted to. Here, let me really quickly make this shit so I can be done. I hate this whole thing, how it's not set up right because of the texture pack. It's so fucking annoying, but also not gonna change it. Just need a door or two to put here. There we go. I need a torch. I have what? I should have killed some sheep, but let me read these. Seeing you playing reminded me of something that I used to do. When nights close, I don't have to, or I don't have a bed. Let me read that again. Seeing you play, kids crying, I'm sorry. Seeing you play reminds me of something that I used to do when nights close. Nope, I read the wrong line. When nights close, I don't have a bed. Dig 3 blocks down, get in a hole, and cover it up. Oh, so you use the just hide from the monsters and they won't get you type method. I get that. I don't like using that method. It still makes me feel claustrophobic somehow. Don't ask questions. I feel weird. The whole thing. You're watching, thank you. I didn't know how many people were watching. A lot of people watch this nowadays, and I don't know why, but thank you. I guess. I don't know. I just want to hear rambling while I redesign a character. Ooh, cool. Also, hi. I saw you. I'm sorry. I saw you. Hi. I forgot about Madame. I haven't heard about Leafy Clone for a while. Yeah. If you didn't know who Madame was, she was a Leafy clone, but low-key, she was just like a Leafy fan who copied or tried to copy his whole like style, how he did videos, all that. And I think she kind of came into her own a little bit there, and she just kind of became a commentary channel, which was fine. But she also she scammed an artist. She technically stole artwork, because we found out with Ponder's whole video on that. She technically stole somebody's artwork, because there was a design in that whole debacle that wasn't a part of the commission that she just took and used without permission at all. And she didn't pay for it at all. It was a whole thing. She did that. I think, what was the other thing she did? She did something else. It was the thing with Slimmers, and there was something else that she did. She just doxed the minder. She doxed her. She doxed her. She tried to dox Slimmers. It didn't work, but still, she's insane. So there's that. And I literally forgot about her after the Onision. And then she was trying to sue Onision. And then once people started questioning her about it, she was like, I'm not showing anymore. You'll just see it when you see it. And then we never saw it. And then, like, it never came back up. And I started this whole thing by saying that I was watching Ponder's video on how this never came back up. And that she swore she was just gonna, show us at the end when, like, the whole thing is done. And she's not gonna give any more updates. And everybody's questioning her. And blah, blah, blah. And basically, again, it's been way too long. We have not heard any updates. She hasn't asked, well, from what I know, from the information that I have, She has not asked for any money, but I could be wrong about that. So I doubt the thing is still even going on, because unless she had cash on her, like cash money is on her, I don't see where she would even get, all that. You get enough money to just be able to sue someone for this long. Like, that's a lot of legal fees, and she has to keep paying the lawyer. And there's just, unless she's asking for money somewhere that I'm not seeing, like, I went on her Patreon, or went on the Patreon that she had linked, and I didn't see any more, not backers, but any more Patreons. So I don't know if she just stopped using it or whatever it was. Maybe she's getting it another way, and again, I just don't know. I don't know. But from what I can see, are you good? Are you a villager? Oh, you are a villager. Okay. I do love metal. Uh, pair friendly. Well, I don't know what this is. I haven't. I need to look up the mods that are on here, because I don't know what the fuck that is. What the fuck is that? What the hell is that? Oh, those are squid. Oh, they're in a big group. So I was like, what the hell is that? They're just squid. But yeah, I don't know. Her channel's gone. It's actually terminated. She hasn't. The hell is that? Oh, it's a troll. Oh, 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 no, no. Kill me. I'm gonna play on peaceful for a while, because I'm getting stressed out and I'm losing my train of thought and what I'm saying. So we're gonna play on peaceful for a while. It's easier to play on these things when I'm like alone, because it's like, oh, I don't have to think about something, or I'm not in the middle of a sentence. But, and that's not the case, then it's just irritating. Whatever, though. I knew that was something in the distance, but I just didn't know what it was. Anyways, let's get on to the next subject, because I'm kind of tired of talking about madams. Let's talk about Lumi Star Bun. Now, if you don't know who Lumi Star Bun was, she's not necessarily connected to madams, but, I mean, birds with feathers. You know? Oh, it's harvestable? How do I harvest it? Oh, I got it. But, Lumi Star Bun is someone who has done a plethora of things. She's not really someone that I can really just like give a whole rundown of everything she's done in her life, because this girl is cuckoo bananas. And so I can't really tell you everything, but she's what? I think did she swat that guy? I want to say she swatted a guy, but she might have just called. I think she might have swatted him. Did she swat him? I'm pretty sure she swatted him, but take that with a grain of salt. I don't remember, but she has doxed someone, or several people actually. For a while there, I think it was was it him? I know she doxed several of her friends, but I don't think she doxed. No, I don't think she doxed him. Might be confusing that with somebody else. My point is that she's doxed someone. She allegedly swatted somebody. She has stalked this one boy for so long, and she might still be stalking him, but I don't know, because of something I'm going to tell you in a second. She was kind of just a shitty friend. To be fair, when you're listening to all of this, be reminded that at the time, I don't know how old she is now, but at the time she was like 16, right? So this is a kid. This was not like a grown adult. This was not somebody in their 40s. It was like a 16-year-old. So it's not better because she's 16, but I wouldn't call the police. I'd probably just call her mom, but her parents are trash apparently. Yeah, she's just done so much to so many people, and just it's ridiculous. It's actually like concerning. I think. Oh, she did do that one. I'm not gonna bring that up. That's a whole. I don't want to talk about that. That's a whole, like, I have to get all the way into that for you to really understand that. She's done a lot, is my point. I should just end it at that. She's done a lot. And why I'm talking about her right now, excuse me. I gotta turn that off. I hate that. Don't you bring it back. Damn you. I hate that. You ever try to be like, you're clicking something, like, you know, you're throwing a task down or something like that, or minimizing something, and something else pops up because you accidentally click something? I fucking hate that. It happens so fucking often. It's fucking annoying. There, I'll put it down. There we go. Better. Oh, the tub turned off. But she is, we're talking about her right now. She apologized for the 40th time. If you don't know, she is very well known for her apologies. Not because they're good, not because people believe her, not because she takes accountability for her actions, solely because she's just apologized a lot. Most of the time, actually, no one believes her because she apologizes and then immediately is just like, apologize for what? I didn't do anything. What are you talking about? Me? Harass someone? I would never. What do you even mean? And then goes and harasses somebody else. Or goes and does the exact same thing. Or just, you know, it's just like, haha, I tricked you all, I'm lying. Like, she'll do shit like that. It's a real thing. This little girl is crazy. And I say crazy in the most, like, playful way. Like, obviously, she's not, like, crazy. I think she has a lot of problems. And she, you know, allegedly has a lot of mental issues. But I wouldn't say she's, like, insane or anything. Actually, like, in real life. But, like, jokingly, yeah, no, she's crazy. She's insane. I think it mainly stems from all the people that she obviously hurt. You know, you have not only her friends that, I don't really, well, her friends, okay, this is a hot take. Her friends were hot trash. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. People were acting like her friends tried so hard to do so much for her, and I'm like, nah, they were kind of trash. They enabled hell of, you know, a lot of her behavior, and obviously they enabled it because they were children too. Like, her friends are literally her age, if not a bit younger, if not like 1 year older. Like, they're not none of them were adults. Like, none of them. They were all just dumbass kids. So they were enabling her behavior, and it really didn't help because nobody called them out. They were all looking at it like, oh, they're such good friends. They're good people. Don't worry about it. When it's like, nah, her friends are pretty trash. Like, they were pretty, like, they were trying. I can see that they were trying. But, like, they really should have never been involved with her anymore after, you know, a few times. Like, after she did a few times, they should have, like, cut, you know, connection with her. But to be fair, not trying to, not subtweet, that's not the word, but not trying to be rude to anybody, but a lot of the adults in the situation that were talking about it didn't really inform them that they should probably not be, you know, speaking to her anymore, and didn't hold them accountable for that. So, you know, the cycle continued. But it's what it is. I didn't say nothing. That's just me. That's just my 2 cents on it. Anyways, she made another apology, and this apology is different in the sense of, no, it's not really different. That's a lie. I'm lying to myself to try to make it better. I kind of had hope because after a while and after a long time of her denying doxing people and harassing people and calling people outside their names and making weird art of these people and just being really inappropriate in general towards other people, not in a sexual way or anything like that, like not some pedo shit, but like she's just being weird and obsessive as hell. She finally kind of came to her realization and then made a whole video about, oh, I'm having a stroke, made a whole video saying like, yeah, I really did dox and harass those people, and like she's calling the people victims, it's the whole thing. And I was like, oh, because I still for some reason was following her channel. I didn't watch any of her content, but I was following her channel. I saw the video and I was like, huh, I'm bored. Why not? So I started watching it, and I'm like, oh, okay, well, this actually isn't bad. She's taking accountability for herself. Now, if she continues to do that, it's a whole other can of worms. But from what I could see, I was like, okay, she's actually, this doesn't sound bad. This doesn't sound like a trick. This doesn't sound like she's trying to garner sympathy by saying this, that, and the third, by saying somebody did something to her, which no one really did. Well, it's a lie. Some people did do some stuff to her, which was fucked. But, like, no one really did anything as bad to her as she did to anybody else. And she wasn't trying to be the victim, and it wasn't the whole thing. It was like, okay, you're actually taking responsibility. That's great, but, like, how long is that going to last? You know what I mean? How many apologies were there before this one? Because I only knew about the ones when she was talking about being pregnant, and then she wasn't pregnant, but then she was pregnant, but then she had the abortion, but then the abortion was gone, but then, like, and again, girl's 16. This is why I say that she's cuckoo banana crazy, because, not to be rude, but, like, this is cuckoo banana crazy. To be like, I don't have an abortion, no I'm not, the baby, like, it's hard for people to take her seriously. And not saying that she was lying about that. No one had any, like, concrete proof that she was lying. But it's just mad weird. It was just like, but you lie a lot. You got a madame problem. A lying problem is now going to be called a madame problem. And so, it was just a whole thing. Anyways, I don't need to make any more chess, actually. Anyways, I kind of believed her, but also I kind of didn't. But also, she sounded really sincere. So I'm like, it wouldn't hurt to at least see how she's doing. In the sense of, like, see if she changes in any way, shape, or form. Because, again, she was 16 at the time. She could have been going through some mental problems. And at that point, you're, coming at a point in your age where you're just you're mentally on fire. Your brain is mentally on fire. Your body is doing weird stuff. You got hormones, you got all this stuff that could be making you as insane as you're acting right now. And so I just want to believe that maybe that's over with, or maybe that she's better, or maybe that she's not as crazy as she used to be. Now, all that could be bullshit. But I like to think the best in people, especially when people are younger. It's the best thing to do, because when you're an adult, then you're kind of set in your ways. It's kind of harder to even convince you that, the sky is blue when you're looking up at it. But when you're younger, it's a lot easier to be like, hey, this is what you've done wrong, and I know it's been like some months or even some years, but I think you're coming to yourself, I don't know. Let me read some of your comments about it. I'd like to hear what you guys have to say. Let me read after the Leafy Clone one. I am never Minecraft ready. I can see that. I feel like for me personally, when it comes to Minecraft, it goes from like me playing vanilla to me playing modded stuff. It's a whole thing. It's just meh. The whole thing, I try not to oversaturate my mind with it, because I'll get into a whole mode to where I'm playing it 24/7 and you'll never hear from me again. And you're just like, whatever happened to Luna? She went down a Minecraft rabbit hole. What else? No, I read that. Also, hello, spider. Welcome. Or is that a spider? Welcome. Hello, Coco. Welcome. Do you intend on tackling the Nether and the End Dragon? Also, have you ever heard of a famous Minecraft mod called RLCraft? I have heard of RLCraft. I don't know what it is, but I've heard of it. The Nether, I always go to the Nether because I need the glowstone, period. I don't go in the dungeons unless I absolutely have to, and that's only if I need like potions and like a blaze rod. But even then, I am the person that does like the exchange system with myself. So if I need blaze rods or anything and I don't want to go to the Nether and get them or risk losing my shit or something like that, I just like I'll exchange like a diamond for it or something like that. Something. Well, no, probably not a diamond. That's too much. But like a stack of iron for it or something like that. Just something that I can get easily. Well, I can get easy, but not super easy. Just kind of like the same thing as the blaze rods. You can get blaze rods in Nether. It's not hard, but it's not like super easy, you know. So I try to make it fair enough. I don't trust her. I used to like her. Her art is beautiful. I love her art. When I saw her art, I was like, she can't be that bad. Then I realized that she was crazy. But her art is great. She seemed like a really nice person. She's just not all there, you know? And whether that's something we understand or we don't, it's a thing, you know? You still don't dox people at 16, but okay. No, yeah, I get what you're saying. Again, I get what you mean of like, I tried to be like, nah, you know, you shouldn't do this, but you could still change. But like, no, it would need to take a miracle. And I mean like a month, not even a month, like a few, like 5 years at least, for me to believe that she changed whatsoever. But I thought that maybe this was like the beginning stages of it. You know what I mean? And I was gonna make a follow-up video on her apology and what I think she can do to improve if she's really trying. Because again, she could have been obsessive. It could be a mental thing. Listen, again, I don't give excuses to adults, barely at all, because adults, you have the common sense not to do this, you have the common sense not to do that, and by that point you've lived at least 18 years on this earth. You know enough to where you can either try to help yourself or give yourself help, or at least realize that what you're doing is not normal. But for a 16-year-old that's brains on fire and you're trying to live your life, sometimes you can do stuff that's just like, bro, what the fuck was I thinking? You can think in 5 years, bro, what the fuck was I thinking? Again, it doesn't make it right. It doesn't make me want to trust her anymore. But it does give me that sigh of relief of, oh, maybe she could change. Doesn't make it better what she did. Doesn't make me not want to hold her accountable, or not, I want to say, not throw it in her face, but like, it makes me not want to be as mean towards her, but I'm still gonna mean towards her, you know? Like, sometimes, especially when they're younger, they just need a little kick in the stomach, or in the groin, whatever, whichever, or in the boob, whatever, you know? And she kind of needs that right now. Again, until it's like 5 years later and she's not doing shit, I'm not gonna trust shit she does. Then after 5 years, then I can be like, okay, yeah, I can see that. But if it's like 2 years and she's just trying to be like, I've changed, I'd be like, bullshit. You've changed how? When did you change? Never. uh, I mean, technically she was connected to Madame, but people know her for being batshit crazy. Yeah, technically she was. I think that Madame commissioned her or something like that. Doxing is very dangerous. Yes, it is. It is a very dangerous and scary thing for the person being doxed. And again, she's cuckoo bananas. But it's what it is. People have died from it. Yeah, especially I could have sworn that she swallowed this guy, but I'm making that up. If we have not confirmed that, I'm making it up. I wrote a whole apology to her because I supposedly scammed her. I really mean it. I wish I had never done what I did. Oh, I'm so, well, I guess I should be saying sorry to her, but I mean, I don't know how old you are, but hopefully it was, how would I say that? Scamming somebody is not really, it was not really justified, but like, low-key, I don't know, I don't think it takes that long for someone to change from that. And if you did scam her, that's not okay, and that's not a thing you should do. I really hope the best for her. She has done so much. Got a whole entire community hating on me, calling me a rat and disgusting piece of shit. Oh, because I didn't know the difference between SEK and USD. So I'm a scammer. Oh. Oh. So it was more of a misunderstanding than a scamming. Because from what I can see, is it a thing of you were going to send over the money, but you didn't send the right amount, so she thought you were scamming her, or well, I would have to know a bit more of a situation. But this girl is adding to her problems, and again, I don't know if she understands. What the fuck is wrong with her? I'm sorry. Who was pregnant? She was allegedly pregnant, but then she wasn't pregnant, but then she was pregnant again, but then she had an abortion, but then the abortion never happened and she was still pregnant. And I don't know if she lied about the pregnancy, we don't know, but she was like, I think at one point she said she had a miscarriage, and but then never showed proof of said miscarriage. So it was all, and she said, and she showed an ultrasound, quote unquote, but it it didn't really make a lot of sense, because she should have just took blood work and showed the exact same thing, but she went all the way to show an ultrasound, which if you don't know, those are one of the, one of those things that you can just fake. She faked having bruises on her body, and it was a lot, bro. It was a lot. This girl did a lot. It's mentally exhausting. Lumi was lying about that. Yes, we're talking about Lumi Star Bun specifically. I would recommend not getting in contact with her. She's scary and etc. Oh yeah, no, don't talk to her. By the way, I know I'm talking about her like in this live stream, but don't talk to her. I don't trust her. I wouldn't trust her as far as you could throw her. I wouldn't even trust her that far. So yeah, sorry to your kids, my niece and nephew. That's all I have to say. I should probably make things. Do do do. Here we go. I'm trying to be nice to those kids sometimes, but it's just they make it hard sometimes. Okay. While I'm digging. Again, sorry if you're screaming. I can't do anything about it. Actually, I could. Give me a second while I yell at them. Would you give me a second while I yell at them? Quick. It's so cute. I love it. No, but ooh. How about the burp? Like, when you burp, like the burp gets stuck and it's just not a good time. That's what happened. I hate that. I hated that. Oh, excuse me. Let me read more. I already read that. Have you ever played Kawaii mod in Minecraft? I think I have, but I'm not entirely sure. RL Craft is basically a mod that adds on more survivability aspects to Minecraft alongside new mechanics and mods. It is very cool. I'm sure it is. I'm sorry if I pause for a second. It might be like a burp. It's not working right for my life. Thank you. I need mods. Yeah. Or mobs rather. Redemption. Our be scary. I'm like, yeah, I can see that. If it adds a bunch of new shit, it's like what's it called? More creatures, I would think, and I hate more creatures. I love it because I love all the new stuff, but once I get to like the monsters, like the ogres and shit that just tear up everything, I'm just like I wanna end my life. I'm joking, but like I'm like I don't want to be here because I just made a beautiful house and an ogre comes from down below and just fucks the whole shit up, and I'm just like, all right, well, why should I even try anymore? uh, oh, you're 14. Okay. Okay, yeah, that makes it worse. Alright, oh god. We don't stand Lumi in this house for this exact reason. No, my guardian said I could have a card and she didn't. And she didn't. How much money was on the card? I thought there was about at least $30 or more, which was wrong of me. I apologize to her. Oh, okay. So that's the case. Then yeah, that seems like a misunderstanding. And for her to blow that misunderstanding to a point to where it seems like you're scamming her, that's just a misunderstanding. You're 14. First of all, let me not say that. That seemed really bad. But you're 14, you're learning, she has been acting up at 16. I think she could have excused that at 14 and been like, it's fine, I get it. It's, what I mean, it's what it is. It's not like you're like, again, if you were like 20 or something like that and then you scammed her, I'd be like, bitch, you should have figured that out. But you're 14, she should give you a little bit of leeway there. It's especially because you would have, I think PayPal is, when can you get a PayPal? When can you get a PayPal? I think it's when you're 13, isn't it? It's like 13 or 16, one of the two. But you're either too young to have a PayPal or you're too young for a parent to be like, yeah, you need a PayPal. No, like most parents are like, no, no. Unless you can show me the money that you are bringing in, in large quantities, you don't really need a PayPal. It's just asking for you to, bill yourself or bill me or something like that. I got paid off at one point. It's a whole thing. Also, I see your boinkster. Hi. I I feel like you haven't been uploading. Yeah, no, I feel like you haven't been uploading, sir. Sir in the blue, sir. I feel like you haven't been uploading very often. I think, well, let me sure you just uploaded something, but I see a lot of your tweets on Twitter. That's about it. Also, honk to you as well. Is she okay? Mm-hmm. Dollieguts is another one. What happened to her? Dollieguts is still very active from what I remember. Unless her Twitter's gone. Is her Twitter gone? Wait, let me look that up. Ooh. Let's see. Let's see. Twitter. Let me look up her Twitter's. I'm pretty sure she's still, if the Twitter is still there, she's very much still active on Twitter. I know that for or I have a hunch, rather. I shouldn't say I know that for a fact. What's her new name? I forget. Damn. What's her new name? I knew she went under a different name. I'll look it up. Let me see. Oh, the Dolly situation was a whole ass mess. A whole ass mess. Oh. Oh, wait, is that another account? What is this? Oh, okay, so she had one account, but that account is protected. And then she has her main account, and her main account, yeah, no, she's still, yeah, she uploaded literally 2 hours ago. She is, like, if you look her up on Twitter, she's there. She kind of, I think her whole thing is that she just kind of, she's kind of phased out of, like, well, no, she really never, like, was directly involved in drama for a very long time. So I think at this point she's just kind of like phasing herself back out of talking about or even engaging in shit like that. I mean, she's pretty yeah, no, she's pretty problematic, I would say. But yeah, I mean, oh, no, she's still kind of problematic. Never mind. Never mind. She's still a little bit problematic, but honestly, it's nothing that's too terrible. I don't really see too much of a problem here. But I'm just like slowly and well, I'm not slowly, but quickly skimming through all of her stuff. So she might be. Uh, what? What? Wait a minute. Now I gotta look back into this. I was gonna make a whole video of the situation like back when I first started my channel. I was like, nope, out of there. Because it was a whole thing of I couldn't prove a lot of things. A lot of sources other people had couldn't be proven or verified. It was a whole mess, super bullshit. That was like speculation at best. It was a whole problem. Um but this is something a bit different. Is this what I think it is? Because I told you guys I looked at, well, if you remember me from those days, or that video that I now privated, because I was like, I'm gonna make a whole new video, but then I was like, nah, stress, so no. I said that like I was looking into Dolly Guts' claims, not necessarily her girlfriend. Is it girlfriend or was he? Not looking into Bailey's claims. But I'm seeing right now, it looks like she done exposed, or she was done exposing Bailey. And I told you guys, Bailey's another story. Bailey looks pretty problematic, but I can't say anything because, oof, that again, still, I didn't have things that was, even credible. And a lot of it was, again, hearsay, and it couldn't be really verified very much. But I'm looking on her, I'm looking at Dolly Guts' page right now, and I probably should show you guys, but I'm not gonna want to look into it. There's a whole Google Drive she's linking to, and well, let me just share my screen so you guys see it. Me not be describing something to you and you guys not see it. Again, I didn't think we were going here. I wasn't gonna talk about that. Oh, what did you say? Well, we did get into a Discord call, and she said we were cool, and she went to scammer, and she said she refunds what she did, and first of all, why would she refund me? Yeah, I don't know her, but ugh, I I wouldn't touch her anymore. I'm talking about Lumi. I wouldn't touch Lumi anymore. Uh, oh, I have not many ideas. No, I mean I get it. Listen, it's been a drought. I've just been talking about stuff that comes to my mind now because I'm like I don't have anything I'm like really passionate about talking about. It's just kind of been like, oh, drama. I'm watching this. Okay, I want to talk about it now. That's kind of what it is. That's kind of what these live streams have become. Like, ooh, drama. I want to talk about it. But I get it. Listen, I get it. I get it. She goes by. I found it. But thank you. Also, hello. M43 4. I think they're Salem right now. Oh yeah, I think they did say that they're or not that they changed their name, but they want to go by Salem, or I think that's just for their channel though, or not for their channel, but their whole alias in general. Let's see. Let me change my screens. Yeah, see all my stuff. No, but let me go over to here. Hopefully, I actually don't put porn on here. That'll be bad. But this right here is what I'm talking about. Drug-induced mania. Well, after 3 years, I finally took a look at a certain post Miss Bailey told me not to look at. So here it is. A history of preying on minors. She links a Google Docs folder. She cheated on me throughout all 3 years too with kids. Okay. She's 22 and her most recent known victim was 16 this year. What? I'm glad to leave Discord when I was still a minor. Yeah, Shane Dawson. I shouldn't be laughing. I'm not laughing. I'm sorry. The screens are not in order. Yeah, I think the screens are being ordered at this point. uh, uh, Really, no one's gonna also for many years. Yeah. Again, Dolly Guts, you can see it's problematic. It depends on how you feel on art and certain art that she makes. She makes very like self-harm related, gory type art, and her personas and the art that she makes is very I wouldn't say inappropriate. It's very dark. You know what I mean? Her characters are, you know, abused, and if you're not cool with characters like that, that's understandable. Like some people aren't cool with that even being depicted, period, of any kind. You know, it depends for me. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's like, okay, that's cool, but when it's not done tastefully, it just ends up fucking the whole thing up. But that's more of an opinion, because we watch scary movies and shit all the time where people get murdered, killed. You see kids being tortured, or at least the implication is that they're tortured and shit like that. The whole thing. So with her whole situation, I was trying to say, and I didn't articulate this before, but I was trying to say that, like, with her type of art, it can be seen as inappropriate, but you can't say that. It's like saying I'm gonna go cancel every, scary movie or every gory movie because they do the exact same thing. Like, you're not gonna do that. And I can understand with her, it seems more like attention-ish and like not as tasteful as that, but I don't know. But people were trying to cancel her for that and trying to make it like she was like intentionally trying to hurt someone, and her intentions were very malicious. It was a whole thing. But when it came to Bailey, from what I looked at it, even though I couldn't, again, I can't. What's the word I'm looking for? I couldn't prove these claims because they were by anonymous people who were not confirmed in the first place. People did the worst investigating with this type of shit. They just took screenshots, didn't show the full context, didn't think to back up the screenshots with anything, didn't think to contact the people who made the screenshots and have them be like witnesses to what it is, and be able to say, yeah, this isn't faked. You know, it was a whole fucking mess. But when it comes to Bailey, it's still, even with all of that, her stuff seemed like like people were really focusing on Dolly Guts herself, and I'm like, even Dolly Guts, she was really young when she got with Bailey in the first place. And all someone has to tell you is that's not true. And with the piss poor investigation work everybody on the fucking Kiwis farm thread was doing, I'm like, I wouldn't believe it either. Because you guys could just fake whatever. You're literally calling me a monster, trying to cancel me every 5 seconds. People are making videos about me saying these baseless accusations, honestly, were real. And it's like, okay, well, I trace how. And it's like, well, you did this. And it's like, okay, well, can you show me? Well, you made this character. It's similar to this one. Okay, can you show me the original, when the original was made? Can you give me that information? No. Well, how am I supposed to believe you? You know what I mean? Or I didn't mean to do it that way. Or this could have been a collab. This could have been... Like, there were so many factors that could have made this a bunch of bullshit. And people were just doing such a bad job that it was like, I could totally see why she was like, okay, I'm not gonna believe any of you guys. You guys are gonna make me out to be a monster when I'm just somebody who makes really edgy shit. Which, again, technically, if you want to be, out there about it, people do that shit all the time. Game of Thrones. There are literally people fucking and being raped in that show. Like, literally people being raped, tortured, and everything else. Are you gonna go cancel that too? It was the whole thing. but I'm rambling on about the situation because I had a lot to say that I just never ended up saying. But to see that she's like now bringing Bailey in a not so great light, from what I can see of that, from what I can assume, they're broken up. I can assume from this that they're broken up. But I can also be like, same in the same breath, I can also be like, no, she should have really looked into these claims and seen who this person was, because it's more of a word to the wise. Just because you think you know someone doesn't mean you know them. You know what I mean? You have to actually then look into it and be like, oh yeah, this person's fucked. You know what I mean? This person, they're not a good person, or this person may be lying to me. And I can get, when you're blinded by love, it makes it hard, but also, and also when you get into a relationship at a young age, it makes it, you just get emotionally attached to that person, especially with all the stuff Dollieguts was going through. She was being doxxed at the time. People were calling her a monster. People were just throwing bullshit at the wall and seeing whatever stuck, and a bunch of shit started sticking. So it was a whole thing. So I get it of why she might have clung to this person more, but again, it's also on her. If she should have looked into it. She should have said something. She should have really made it more of a priority to speak about it a bit more. And I might make a video about it. I think I'm a bit. I have to go back into it and then I have to do a bunch of research, because I don't want to talk about everything. That might be a project I have to work on now. Just thinking about that. But yeah, I'm gonna look a little bit over the drive here. Let's see. God, these. I don't like how these look. I can't even see them, but I don't like how these look. Okay, how do I open this? I've actually never. Oh no, I can just click it. Okay, let's. I'm not gonna read that loud because I'm scared. Oh, this person uses strictly they them pronouns. Okay, all right. Okay, I didn't know that. Well, okay. One of her parents is pregnant. But Billy said to a joke post. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Nope. This. Let's see. Allegedly flirting with minors. Okay. I know I've seen some screenshots of her doing said thing, and that could be taken out of context. Could have been a whole thing, but some of them were like, okay, Bailey, no, she's looking. So I said, I said in the video I made, Bailey's another story. You want me to talk about Bailey? That's a whole different story. Her stuff looked like, okay, this girl needs to not be, like, she needs to be in jail. She's not looking good. So let's see, Bailey had my other parents, Sorry, I'm just reading over this. I don't want to, like, make any assumptions because it's looking real bad. Wasn't okay. Bailey had my parents on August 6th. Bailey told her Bailey was doing that only, but someone else to write him into things really place the blame someone else. How do I know? With blank anymore? How do you know? Cheating. Sorry, I don't know what to do. I don't either. All I can understand lately is hard. I'm sorry. Okay, all this happened. I hate it so much. Yeah, yeah, just looking at a little bit I can from how far away it is, because I need glasses. Yeah, I saw these ones, I believe it was. These, you can look this up, by the way. It's on her page. But, like, yeah. Ooh, she's wild. Okay. Self-care for corpse. What does that mean? Guys, what does that mean? I don't know what that means. I always see those types of things, like something for corpse, And I always assume that's for Corpse Husband, but I don't think it's for Corpse Husband. I think it's for some other guy that's named Corpse. Either way, I don't feel comfortable. It's weird. But yeah, her art is, it can still be seen as problematic, I know, but I don't, there's certain things about her that I'm just like, it's not really that serious, and some people are just genuinely blowing it out of proportion. Belly made to, she's done more. Okay. Um. Okay. All right. Also, I think that she is not a she. I think that's I forget. I haven't talked about the situation in a long time. But I believe that actually, dollieguts is a they them. I believe that that's what they prefer to be called. I might just look right over their bio about that shit. Did I? I did not. But I think they want to be referred as they them. So I'm gonna go with that for right now. They, okay, it'd be the same mistake in the video too. But they they're kind of problematic. You can see them as problematic, and they have done some actually problematic stuff and some stuff that's just like, okay, you're doing too much. But I don't think they're as bad as everybody says they are. Honestly, it's not that serious. People act like, oh my god, so he makes like, really graphic art that we've never seen that before. It's not like it's a whole category of art or anything. And people literally, and she's just doing like things that go with self harm. There are people who have done way worse. And not saying that's better, but I can get where people are like, okay, that's triggering, and I understand that. But also, as long as as long as she puts, that's what I'm looking for. This is what I'm looking for. There's a word for what she needs to put. What's the word I'm looking for? Trigger warnings. Word. Sorry if I'm not reading your comments. I can't see it because I'm looking at this. But she's put trigger warnings before her stuff. I'll give her that because she should do that. But honestly, at this point, again, I can totally understand why she wouldn't. Because she's kind of dumb. I'm not saying that she's dumb, but I said she was dumb. But I mean, like, she's kind of very rebellious. Let's say it like that. So I understand. Let me not say understand. I get why she's doing it. I just don't approve of it. If you're gonna make stuff that, like, that's all it is, you know what I mean? Then in my opinion, you need to make it known that that's what's on your profile. It's nothing. Which, does she have that known? Yes. Yes. Nope. She needs to make that somewhat known on her profile. This is kind of what her whole thing is. I guess making the pin comment thing is, or making this the pin comment is kind of like a indication in some ways, but even then, it's just easier to be like, I'm a gore artist, you know what I mean, or something like that. Like, I do art of this kind, so you're not, but they need to do a little bit better with their what I'm looking for with their tagging of things. But anyway, that's enough. I should stop looking at this. Let's see. Let me go back to my Minecraft. I've been talking for way too long. You just need to tell me to shut up. Oh, did I not change it? I did not at all. There we go. There we go. It's my message. Actually passed. Going to jail for. Yeah, that's why I'm not touching Twitch. All I saw was something actually passed. Going to jail for DMCA strike. Yeah, no. Not fam. No, not touching Twitch. Fuck Twitch. But let's see. I already read all that, and I'm really bad doing this. Also, hello B. It is. It's a they. It's a they. Let me not say it like that. They are they. I just keep forgetting that because I haven't talked about them in so long. I actively ignored videos and topics about them because I'm just like, people are going to take this at face value, and you guys know I don't like that shit. When you tell me, it's like different when somebody admits something, but it's another thing when you're taking stuff you can't even prove and being like, yeah, no, it's true. And that's what almost every person that made a video on her did. They were like, she's problematic because this thread said she was. And I'm like, okay, where's your proof? And they're just like, but we don't got that. So, to tell you. Anyways. Let's see. Salem is non-binary. You're right. They are. Wait a minute, what happened? I think it's talking. Oh, then there was the Dolly got stole my character. Oh, I remember. Oh my god. Oh my god. I remember that whole thing of she stole my character design. She stole this. There are literally people in the Kiwi's farm thread that I'm talking about. There are literally people. First of all, people are doxing her. Second of all, there are people literally sending targeted harassment towards people who had similar styles to them, like to Dolly guts. And that was a real thing that was happening. They were slandering Ponder Sprocket. It was a whole thing. Like, I was like, these people are insane. Not touching this shit. That's toxic to me that I can't even handle. My anxiety can't handle that. I don't know what's going on with Salem. All I know is that they make pastel gore art and did some problematic shit. I don't know what they did specifically because I kind of watched it go down from afar. Yeah, I can see it. There was a lot of stuff that they actually did, but it was never something that was that serious. It was more of like something that you make a critique video about and then kind of leave alone. But yeah, it was, the main problem people had was them quote unquote stealing art styles and stealing character designs, which I can make a whole video about how that was bullshit. I did, but them apparently doing that and them making self-harm depictions in their art and them making more like one of their characters was a sex worker and she was being abused by this one guy and people were just like, that's terrible, this is bad, or she's trying to depict a child because the person's small or whatever the case may be, or even if all that was what it was, or even for what all that was, it's like, yeah, it's like saying they made this child a monster that eats brains. It's like, it's supposed to be. I don't think. First of all, I don't believe. From what I remember, there was no real indication that it was supposed to be a child, but it was really short and that had a short-like form. Which at that point, there could be a whole conversation about that. But my point is, may not have a whole conversation about that anymore. My point is, there's a lot of things she was accused of, or sorry, they were accused of, that people really couldn't prove. And sure, they did a lot of stuff wrong, but it's hard when you can't prove it. At one point, they were taking like random screenshots of like, she did this, and like 2 people said it, and they were taking it for what it was. I think it was like something about them abusing dogs or using animals, period. And it was like, yeah, these 2 people that made I took screenshots of them saying it, not showing it, not even, we didn't even verify if they knew them. It was just like, well, they said it, so must believe it. And it was like, it hurts my brain how dumb some of these people were. I just went through the thread. Same non-binary, yes. Yeah. I don't think they're bad either, to be honest. They're explicit and live in a uncanny valley. They can effectively draw whatever the hell they want. Who cares? But listen. Trigger warnings. Yes, that was the word I was trying to find. I forget what I was saying. No, but I mean, I kind of get it. Of like, that's kind of how I feel. Of like, they can draw whatever they want as long as it's not like they're not trying to be harmful specifically for, I guess, attention. But they've been doing. I think they've been doing this type of drawing for a good while now. Even then, it's not like excuse me, I'm having like a thing with my nose. It's not like they were doing it like specifically for someone, like, oh, my friend used to do this, so I'm doing this too. It was kind of always like they like drawing like that. They still draw to like that to this day, even though it gets them, or before it got them attention, when it got them attention. She, well, they did used to draw very differently. I'll give you that. But a lot of the time, they were literally just taking inspiration from the people that they liked and making similar art. And at one point, there was a whole misrepresentation, I remember, of what they were drawing. Or not what they were drawing, but what they drew. And if it was them intentionally trying to, not steal, but copy someone's art style. When actually, one of the, or a few of the pieces were like art trades, basically. And the person was totally okay with them doing it. And nobody pointed it out because no one wanted to look it up. And I was just like, God. It was the whole thing. Again, the video I was going to make was like 2 hours long. Like, no joke. Probably more than that. And, God, some of the videos on that whole topic were just like, people did not care. They were just like, we'll slander whoever. And we'll do it whenever we want. God, that whole situation was just bad. Sorry, give me a second. I'm on peaceful, so it's fine. Hopefully. Hopefully I went on peaceful. If not, then it is what it is. Okay. What else? Lol, it's okay. Which new ban word? Yeah, I heard them ban the word simp, and I'm just like, yeah, just do that, please. We love that for us. I love that. Yeah. I saw that KFC was a Lifetime movie. Also, I get it. They go as they them. My bad. It's hard. Especially once I started doing it, it's kind of hard for me to stop. My bad. Excuse me. I don't mean to say that. I think at one point I knew this, but again, the situation's been very long, and I did not mean to refer to them as she. It's kind of hard for me to stop, personally. It might also it might also contribute to like it's hard for me to stop because I'm not really thinking of them as like I'm not seeing their face when like I look at their stuff. It's hard to explain. It's just a bunch of excuses. It's fine. If you really want to know, it's like when I think of someone's when I think of someone's who I'm talking about. If I'm visualizing who I'm talking about, I don't like looking at people in the eye. So I don't think of their face. I'm not thinking of their face. I'm thinking of their avatar. And I know their avatar, or not Ash specifically, but most of their avatars are either women or they're feminine. Some of them are males. I know that she had main OCs that were males. Or sorry, they had main OCs that were males. I don't think all of them were males. I think a lot of them were non-binary. I think a lot of their male-looking characters were non-binary. Actually, were they? I haven't heard about them in a long time. Give me a break. I'm thinking about it. I'm like, were they? I think I'm just going off of what I saw and not even what I know because, again, I didn't pay that much attention. I did talk to them that one time. I did, didn't I? During the whole Dolly Guts situation when they were still referring to themselves as Dolly Guts and not Salem. I remember I did have a conversation with them. I don't remember what it was about. I know it was about the situation, obviously, but I don't remember if I was talking to them in the sense of I think I was trying to get more information about the way they speak and how people were making accusations that was fake. And I think that's what it was about. So I've talked to them, so I probably at one point again knew that they were a they, but it was the whole thing. It was the whole thing. That whole situation was like a blur. Again, I tried to avoid that situation like a plague, because I'm like, I still didn't agree at the time with them being with Bailey, because I'm like, Bailey looks really sus in every way, shape, or form. But when it came to them being just the artists they were, I was like, I don't really care. People can kick rocks. People just take shit and just roll with it. So I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't even know if you did whatever you did, or they were just making it up. There was this one girl, I think, who made a video about me because I made a video being like, you guys need to leave this person alone. But I think the girl made the video, and then I think that's when I finally was just like, oh no, because I'm like, oh, that means, oh, his attention, and I don't want that. I don't want attention, so nope out of here with that. I think she made another video actually, and I remember that the other video was not good. Even her evidence behind it was not good. I'm like, you still haven't proved anything. You're just saying that, oh, I got this wrong because this reason. And I'm like, okay, well, when are you gonna prove it? Like, when is proof gonna come out? And it's like, proof? What proof? What's proof? I don't know what that is. That's kind of how I felt. It was like, I need proof. You can't just tell me that I was wrong or that I'm not looking at the evidence. And I'm like, but I did. And you haven't shown me, and no one has shown me so far, that there was proof. But yeah, it was a whole thing. And TOAs, let's not be on Dolly Guts, because I don't even know when we got on the topic of them. When did we get on topic of them? When was that? That was a weird change. But let's talk about something else. What was the other thing I wanted to talk about? I think we talked about Lumi Star Bun already. We talked about Dolly Guts just now. We talked about Madame, didn't we? We talked about Madame and how she lost her channel, and I don't believe shit she says. I already told you guys the mistake I made at the beginning of this. The more part was the one. Right. Did I talk about that? I don't know if that's appropriate to talk about anymore. It's not bad or anything. Well, it is, but I guess I could talk about that. No, I won't. I'll just talk about my superpowers that came in this morning. I got my superpowers this morning, like... Not actually. But I did not know about that superpower thing up until today, It's a whole thing, apparently, that people were, like, legitimately... That's why I got the coal. I totally forgot that's why I got the coal. I'm dumb. I'm gonna move ahead a little bit and get that later. No, but it's a whole thing. Apparently today, black people specifically, for some reason, we're supposed to get superpowers because of like something that's passing by the earth. It's some like not medicinal. It's not what I'm looking for, or medicinal rather. It's just some weird, like, the Mayans calendar type shit. And I'm like, first of all, I'm a woman. I have I was born with a superpower, basically. So, like, I don't need this, you know? Excuse me. I was literally able, like, I'm literally able as a woman to birth something out of my body whenever I want. And whenever I want, because I don't even need a man anymore because science. I don't really need a superpower. Like, I kind of am OP at this point. I can make humans. Like, I can make people. So, I don't see why I would need one, personally. Oh, wait, your skill? What? What? Ooh, cool. I didn't know I could do that. Or rather, I had that. Does it tell me? Yeah, it does. I'm gonna go to 10. There we go. Let me see. Let me read what you guys are saying. So I got my wrist itch for some reason. Absolutely bra moment. Unrelated to the situation, you ever just make hot chocolate out of chocolate bar? I don't really eat chocolate, so no. Personally, I don't. I've never done that, but that seems like that would make sense, right? Like, does that work? Because I was talking to somebody about this. It might have been my boyfriend. Of like, that just seems like it makes sense to make a like chocolate or hot chocolate out of just like a chocolate bar, or just like chocolate and milk. Is that hot chocolate? Not chocolate milk. Is it? Is hot chocolate? If you put milk in hot chocolate, is it hot chocolate anymore? Or is it chocolate milk? What is even the difference between chocolate milk and hot chocolate? That's a great question. Huh. Odd. Huh. Actually, I have to think about that now. What is the difference? One has water in it, I guess. Is it? I don't think it's really different. I feel proud of myself. I don't know, I just kind of default to they there until said otherwise. I should probably do. But like, maybe it's because in my real life, I don't come across. I actually don't. That sounds weird. That sounds weird. I don't really come across people who I have to turn this away for a second. So I need to do something. I don't really use, or I don't really come across people that use the term they them actually in my personal life, and I say that mainly because I don't go outside. It's not even because I like don't hang out with people at all. It's just I don't go outside, so I never come across people with that. So it always defaults for me to she he, because I live in a household with people who only refer to them as very cis, very normal. Let me not say that. I was not gonna say normal people, but well. Every time I think of like the word cis or things like that, I think of like normie, so like normie people, and that's with quotation, with very hard quotation marks of like normie people, pronouns, activities, everything, And I say normal people in the sense of saying like popular people. They're not popular in the good way. They're popular in the bad way. Does that make sense? It's hard for me to explain how I sound offensive, but I'm just gonna shout. I can hear it. Does cis work? Actually, I could just say cis. Does cis work? What does cis mean? I feel like I assume because of the context. I don't think I've ever actually looked it up. I never actually used it. I just call people straight, gay, bi, lesbian. I don't like calling people like cis, and it's like a cis white male. Like I'd rather just say he's just a straight guy. Just a regular straight guy. You know. Like, is this a tunnel? That's lava. That. No. Do 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 do. I'm on the right track, baby. I was born. Let me go around. I feel like I'm not as educated when it comes to the LGBT community. I say that only because there's a lot of stuff that I feel like I don't know, because I kind of, at one point it's like, okay, or whether I was conditioned, I was just like, okay, well, this is a little bit, how would I know this type of information? Because like it's like the thing of like, I didn't know that, what's it called? I don't think I know at all when I was younger that anything. No, I don't think I knew that bisexuality existed at all. No, I don't think I knew that bisexuality existed at all. Even though I'm bisexual, I had no idea that shit existed. Like, some people are just like, I knew ever since this, I knew that I liked girls. I assumed I was lesbian. I was for sure, I was so sure that I was a lesbian. And I was just like, you know, titties are nice. You can't blame me. Titties are nice. But then it was like, no. No, it's something else. I still like dick though. But titties are nice. Like, but what's the, I don't know. I'm rambling. I need to stop. Yeah, really all into the Dolly Guts rabbit hole again. Y'all really send me into a Dolly Guts rabbit hole again. Yeah, I always say Dolly Guts because it's everybody understands that more than they understand her other username. Even just me saying Salem, it's like, who? Ruby? It's like, no, that's not who I mean. But yeah, no, I get what I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, because literally, I used to have like tabs open of like the whole Dolly Guts thing, and them talking about them, and like you know, like I had it all. I had so much. I had to delete all of it because I'm like, this is unhealthy. I need to let this go, because at one point I had to like save my own mental health for a minute there, because I'm like, I'm getting obsessive over shit again, and if they don't want to defend themselves, like I'm trying to defend them, then I can't really sit here and be like fighting people online, especially these people that literally dox this person. These are people who are crazy. Like, I'm just like, I'm going through a lot right now, and even though I want to help them, I can't help them nearly as much as other people could, and I was hoping that other people would, and then it was like, nah. And then at one point, the narrative was so pushed down, and I'm like, they're fucked. They're fucked. Like, nobody's gonna believe shit they say. And it's like, I want to help, but like, literally no one's gonna listen at this point. And I'm not like a person in the community that's reputable enough for people to even listen to anything I say, which is sad, but it's what it is. No. If I have popcorn stove wars, no, if no, it's popcorn that you can pop on the stove or in fireplace. Mm. No, I would have thought the same. I want laser eyes. You can make hot chocolate with milk. Plot twist, it's lukewarm chocolate. It's hot. It's hot chocolate on a bunch. Shut up. I hate that. I hate how true that is. That's my problem. It's not even that's wrong. It's that I hate how true that is. It's hot chocolate on a bunch. Cis is short for cisgender. I know that. I don't know what cisgender means. I assume cisgender just means like you're like very cookie cutter in your gender, in the sense of like you're a straight white male, you know what I mean, or a straight white female, and you know your race doesn't have anything to do with it, but you get what I'm saying, of like you're just straight, young guy, you don't you're not anything special. Like you're not uh you're not not accepted by everybody, basically. I mean, not saying a rude way, but you're just not accepted by everybody. You know what I mean? You have the freedom. They'll just walk down the street like good morning and not have to think about your life. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, well, examples like bisexual people. We walk down the street. We're not just thinking about, oh, you know, here's this girl, I can flirt on her and it'll be okay. I gotta be like, okay, is this girl bisexual as well, or is this at least a lesbian? Okay, if I flirt with her, is she gonna think that like it's a weird thing? I don't want to make them uncomfortable because they're not even into it. I have to have a whole thought process of like what's gonna happen. You know what I mean? And it's like it's a lot more difficult at that point. And even if you're a lesbian, that's even worse, because at least I can like, you know, be like, ooh, that guy's cute too. But then, you know, if you're lesbian, you gotta be like, well, I can't really go for guys. And every girl's not lesbian, every girl's not bisexual, every bisexual girl is not comfortable dating specifically lesbians, or, you know, I mean, like, or some, and that's a whole other thing on itself. But some people aren't comfortable like that. It's weird. And I just found out that's a thing. But it's just a whole bunch of, you know, depending on who you are and where you go, it's going to be a lot more difficult for you than it would be for someone who is just, you know, straight and has one gender that they prefer, and that's the end of that. But, you know, it's what it is. Luna doesn't like titties. I enjoy titties quite a bit, actually. Did I hear that right? I hope. I enjoy all of the titties. All of the titties are mine. I enjoy them all. And if you don't enjoy them, then that's your loss. They're great. All the tibbles. Tibbles! My boobs are ready! Oh, I wish somebody knew what that was from, or rather what reference I'm trying to make. But it's very, very obscure. You know what I mean? It was back when people used to watch Let's Play videos. I used to watch somebody called Attacking Toucans when he was still really making videos like that, and his content was so funny to me for some reason. And he would do LPs, and he did a specific LP with another person named Donna Bells, and like, it just was great. Everything about that whole thing was great. Back in the day, so I can just make a gameplay. I'd look at what I wanted to do at first. I wanted to first make gameplay before anything else. And I tried making it once, and then I had a panic attack, and I was like, no, maybe this isn't for me. It wasn't like I was talking. I literally just was fucking around in, what's it called? I forget what that game is called. Like, it was a Zelda game. Damn it, what was it? It was Legend of Zelda. It was like one of the ones like Oracle of Ages, but it wasn't that one. It was Minish Cap. That's which one it was. I was just fucking around in Minish Cap because I had a, what's it called? I had a, what is it called? The hell is this? What the hell? Is that obsidian? What? Huh. Okay. No, but I was playing the Minish Cap and gotta get this real quick. And I was just making like me not saying nothing but just playing through the game, and I don't know why. I think I had gotten a total of 3 viewers, and I just felt really nervous. And then at one point it went from 3 to like 20, and I was like, ah, no, ah. Like, and then I had a whole panic attack. And I was just like, I'm just not good. This isn't for me. Like, it's just not cut out for me. I think I'll give this up. Time to throw in the towel. It was a whole thing. I had a whole problem. Let's see. They say no pain, no gain. What are you gaining from that pain? What are you gaining from that pain? Also, I am going insane, or do I hear fake Christmas music? I usually play music like underneath all of my streams. Unless I play a video, then I just forget altogether to put it back on. But yes, that's fake Christmas music. I feel like, I don't know. That's another thing. Christmas doesn't feel like it's like what, 4 days away. Actually, yeah, because it's 20. Ooh, that means it's like 3 basically. Wow, it does not feel like it's 3 days away. I don't feel Christmassy. Like, I hailed on earlier, so there's that, and it was cold as fuck. But I don't feel like it's Christmas. My family seems stressed out. It seems more like a meh break to us. Like, it's not really Christmassy. It's not like we don't care about each other or anything. It's just, this whole year is just gone by so fast. It just feels like it's supposed to be like maybe July. It's how it feels, honestly. And not in weather, just in like, I don't know. I feel like Christmas is still several months away. Like, we should maybe be having Thanksgiving, but not Christmas. Ooh, diamonds. Is that diamond? No, it's silver. That's not even diamond. I thought it was diamond. Poop. Good fucking bat. I'll get it. I don't know what silver does, but I'll get it anyways. See if I can craft something with it. I need to get some coal. I'm about to just trade some shit for some coal, because at this point it's like, it's too much. Nothing. There we go. There we go. Pop, 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 pop. Boop. Oh no, it froze! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! It froze! No! Oh. Damn it. Hopefully it comes back on. Oh, there we go. Let me sell this damn water because it's fucking me up right now. There we go. Better. You say I'm ready to say no. That is cool. Na 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 na. Let me get this coal, and then I'll go back to doing what I was doing. I'm sorry that I'm a weirdo playing Minecraft. I really should not be playing Minecraft. It's weirdly addicting, right? Is it just me? That's diamond. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Does anybody else find like fucking Minecraft super addicting? That's why I'm playing it right now, honestly. It's because it's just so fucking addicting. It's hard to not want to play it. Maybe it's because, I'm not really creative in many other ways right now. So this is kind of like my creative outlet. Is doing this, making my house. Even if I'm just playing it peaceful and I'm still mining and whatnot, it's still very relaxing, Maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm just a weirdo. Who knows? I should be able to play regular games, but I want to go get my Switch, and I gotta hook it up, and I gotta make sure that it's alright, then I gotta make sure the signal's good, and I gotta charge it, and I never charge my Switch because I never really play it like that. Because Switch games are fine, it's just everything's so expensive on the fucking eShop, and then like, fuck, like my money's gone, and I don't got food for the month, then I'm just poor and starving, and I'd rather not be that. Anyways, let's read all the calculated, or the, yeah, calculated jingles, of which we called the calculated juggle. I said jingles. The calculated juggle we call bisexual dating. Yeah, it's a whole thing. I really do miss old school Let's Players. I miss them. The only one that I still really want to watch, but like, she puts me to sleep in a good way, okay, is someone called Lucagen. I love Lucagen. Now, she's kind of problematic in the sense of like, she said some words and done some things, but she's old, so, you know, old people have problems. But I never really realized how, cause I never said those things, so it's not like it was like a ingrained thing. But like, God, I look at some of the old Let's Players I watched, I'm like, y'all used to say some reckless stuff. Y'all just used to say like whatever. And Lucagen was kind of one of those people, but she's not anymore. She's very much of a nice person. Let me say that like that. But ooh, you watch some of her old videos, I was like, ooh, child, I need you to calm down. But she's still like I really do actually like her content, genuinely. I don't watch her anymore. I stopped watching her probably when I was partway through high school, because I was just really stressed out, and so I just didn't watch her. But her voice is so soothing, it's nice, she's such a nice person, she's really goofy, I enjoy her content still, and I'm still subbed because, you know, I just like her stuff. Again, I don't really watch her, but still like her stuff, if that makes sense. But like, she's really nice. There was a few other people that, well, no, there was Attack on Toucans. Attacking Toucans, not Attack on Toucans. Attack on Toucans. There was Attacking Toucans, there was Lucagen, there was, I would say Josh Jepson, but I didn't really like his content like that. There was Steven Plays. These are really old people that look really old. Like, I questioned why I was watching them before, but I think it's because, like, I don't know, I feel like before, the older the YouTuber, the more you trust them. Nowadays, it feels like the younger the YouTuber, the more people trust them, and it's weird. I don't know, it's weird. I feel like with the older YouTubers, it's like, you're boomers, But I remember before, it seemed like people trusted you more if you were older. Or at least if you were younger and you had like an older friend, it was better. That sounds really bad. but hear me out. Like, you know, if it's like a young commentator that's like, let's say 18, and they had a friend that was like 25. That was like, oh, okay. You have someone that's at least, you know, that has like the adult common sense to not lead you astray in certain matters. But nowadays, it seems like we're all kids and we all can't, but we all just say whatever we want. And it's just what it is. And, you know, no shame to people who do that. It's just, it kind of seems like shitty nowadays. That's just my opinion, though. There was one more topic I was going to talk about, and then I literally just lost all train of thought. What was I going to talk about? Damn me. I should always have these things written down. I'm like almost about to write them down, and I have to do something, and then that goes out the water. Well, actually, that could be it, honestly. I could start a Minecraft server. I feel like that's a whole thing. I was thinking about starting a Minecraft server and just having people download the mod pack that I have, and we just play together, but first of all, I'm almost sure that's like a fucking magnet for children, and I just don't want to deal with that. Not saying children are bad, just saying No. just, just no. I'm not dumb. I learned from the topics that I talk about. No, I'm not doing that. But also that seems fun to play with children, but just to play with other people. I was trying to play with my boyfriend, but he's just like, nah. My sister might want to play. Depends. She kind of made content like that. Excuse me. She kind of made content like that, so she might want to play. I don't know. It depends. Yeah, basically RL stuff. I'm just trying to lurch on to anything at this point. How are y'all? I'm sorry I missed your whole thing. Yeah, it's just we're bored. We bored, and I get it because I had something to talk about and never did. Let me remember. There was the stuff with Twitch. I think I was gonna talk about that last stream too. Was the stuff with Twitch and the DMCA claims and how those are fucking stupid. Apparently, it's a whole thing of like people are trying to legalize where you'll actually go to like actual jail, or at least you have the risk of going to actual jail. For that train in the background is just keep going. But you might actually go to like actual jail for trying to or for using people's copyrighted music, which can be an accidental thing. It could be a false, DMCA strike, and especially when it comes to what are they called? What the name of those people that do the thing on the thing? Twitch streamers. It was a whole thing. People had to, take out their whole whole thing with their clips just because they didn't want to get struck down, and a lot of people did literally get banned from Twitch. And Twitch has become this toxic place. It sucks, man. And I feel like it's like you can't really do much about it, but also I feel like what the hell? um Oh, is it because I know that? Yeah, I think this is what this is. Okay, I want to try something. I should probably get a sword. I'll get a sword. Well, I'll stuff away too. I think it was that if I kill something, then I become that thing. And I think that's what that is. But yeah, that whole shit that's fucking bonkers crazy. This is why I really didn't fuck with Twitch, and people kept saying, Twitch is great, like it's fine. It's like how people said Storyfire was great, but like to this day, you don't ever hear people really talking about Storyfire like that. It's basically just another way for income of people who are bigger. Like if it's someone that's like you or me, you literally post on Storyfire and get nothing. No views, no one cares about you at all. But like if somebody like Keemstar, for example, because he's doing it, posts on Storyfire, it's like, oh yeah, of course he's getting shit from that. Like people care, but it's a thing of when it comes to Twitch. Sure, it's a fun thing to go on. Even I was on. Well, I'm still on Twitch, I think. Yeah, I'm still on Twitch. Even though I was on Twitch, it's a dangerous thing. It's the same thing as YouTube. It's people are getting banned left and right here. Like it's a dangerous thing. You can't just rely on a platform as if it's going to be great to you, because I mean YouTube should have taught us all that can change quite fast depending on who is in charge and how. Also, can we talk about the thing with YouTube? I don't want to say this. I want to say it, but I don't want to make it seem like I'm being bitter. Does anybody remember the whole thing with fucking Penguin Zero or Moist Critical having a whole talk with Susan and basically being like, yeah, no, they're trying down there because they had a talk with me. When it's like they had a talk with you because you're a big YouTuber. If it was anybody else, they really wouldn't have gave a rat's ass. And the only reason they care about you and they care about MatPat so much is because you're just co-signing their bullshit, and you've been doing it for a minute. Not you specifically, but MatPat's been doing it for a fucking minute. being like, yeah, YouTube really cares. There was a whole era this year, what, a month or so. I want to say more than that. Of people literally getting, no, I want to say it was this whole year. People have been getting banned off of this site for unjust reasons. If you don't know who Moist Critical is, you gotta look him up. I can't tell you. His content has literally just been like, I make whatever type shit. You know what I mean? But if you don't know who MatPat is, game theory. That's all I can say. Look that up and you'll know. But what was I trying to say? People have literally been getting banned off this site for absolutely no reason or absolutely no good reason, and getting all their shit fucked over. They've been getting hacked, and YouTube has been actively ignoring that and has not put up in a policy yet, not one policy yet, to fix that, to even make it easier for them to get their account back. It literally happened to Ms. Easy. It literally happened to several people. I've talked about it several times on this channel. And at one point I was like, I'm not going to talk about this anymore because it's to a point where the problem is just so much that, like, you can't do anything. Like, me talking about it isn't going to get anything. Like, it's a toss-up whether they listen to you or not. Like, simply put, again, they could change how they're doing it, especially when they see the influx of people who are getting hacked or banned or whatever, and they choose not to. But, you know, Moist is still like, yeah, they're really trying because they're helping me. Like, they're really doing their best. Like, bruh, nah. They haven't been. Susan was talking to me, see, she's trying, or she's doing PR. Could also be that. It could also be that. Like, I don't get it. Claim chunks. How do I do that? I know there's a way for me to turn into other stuff. I just don't know how yet. How do I turn into other things? I need to look up the mod pack that I'm in, and see all the stuff that I can do and how I do it. I know that you can turn into, like, monsters and stuff. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. But, yep, all the hackings, all of it. I really liked Pay 0, but YouTube isn't okay. I think their biggest, mistake was signing for Google. I'm kind of right. No, but, like, also Pay 0's content has just been low-key trash lately. I'm not gonna lie. I like him. Still subscribe to his channel, even though I think he's a fucking hypocritical asshole. But content's low-key trash. Like, it's low-key trash. Like, low-key, he's been literally becoming every YouTuber he's talked shit about. And I get that he doesn't and very much jest. But at one point, it's like, okay, bro, you've been talking shit about them for a while now. The reaction YouTubers, the YouTubers that do nothing, challenge YouTubers, prank, all of them. All of them. Like, I was on board with the haha dicks, but when I saw, like, the pepper challenge and shit, I was like, okay. Now you're, okay. Now, I didn't sign up for it. That sounds bad. But I thought your content was, like, not this, if that makes sense. You know, reviewing things, talking about things, even talking about stuff that you're passionate about, that's fine. When you're sitting here eating hot peppers, knowing damn well that you don't like them, just because, like, reasons, and it's all just sponsored content, it's like, I don't know, something about it feels weird. And, you know, again, he can do whatever he wants. It's his channel, he can do whatever. But I don't know, something about it just don't feel right. But that's just me and how I feel. If you could make a career out of throwing dildos at people, I'd fuck my shit too. That is totally true. Literally, the whole big dildo thing, I was really mad because I'm like, I actually want one. Where did you get the dildos? That's my question. Where did you get the dildo? Speak now. Where did you get the dildo? Wait, raw calamari? Oh, wait. Oh, I have... Oh. I didn't know I had Harvest Craft. Oh, I can make shit. No wonder all these flowers and shit are here. I'm stupid. I was like, what mod is this where all these flowers are here? Okay. Here, I need to... First of all, I need to make a better home. I don't know why I'm still doing this. Well, first of all, I need to leave. You know thing. Because, like, I've been on here for a while, and we've been talking about absolutely nothing. Let's see, what else did I have to talk about? I was gonna talk about something else, and I had after this, but I always do this, where I, like, blank out after, like, 3 topics. I'm like, damn. What was I trying to... I think that's it. I really don't have much else to talk about. If I do, then I'll say I can just talk about it tomorrow. I do enjoy making these things. I wish I didn't talk for 2 hours like a psychopath. I wish I didn't do that for 2 hours. Y'all, I know for a fact y'all don't like to fucking watch this shit. There's no way. There's no way. Y'all don't care about me that much. Anyways, I should probably sum up all what we said just in case you didn't know. We talked about Lumi Star, but first of all, at the beginning, we talked about me having a policy of if you're not a groomer or not legally a groomer, then I'm not gonna call you groomer. I'm just gonna say all the shitty and gross and disgusting things you did because apparently that's better, and you think that you can be redeemed after that. No, you can't. But I'm not gonna call people a groomer. I'm just gonna be like, you're gross now. Which means that my videos are gonna be way more harsher. I'm gonna go way into depth about everything you do. Which, if that's what you want, okay, we're gonna do that then. We're talking about Lumi Star Bun and her apologizing for the 422nd time. I'm gonna say 400. It's not a word. For the 422nd time, we talked about her doing that and how she might change, but she might not. And she was young at the time, but also she did things that were just unforgivable. So it's just what it is. I'm doing a conclusion. That's what's happening. We talked about Madame and how her channel got terminated. So we don't know what's going to happen because of that. You know, it's just what it is. Her channel got terminated. It's life. Life, you know. I mean, she doesn't seem too worried about it. She hasn't said anything about it. It may come back. It may not. People made videos about it. It's not like no one was talking about it. It's just, she said herself, if it is what it is, if it appeals, then she'll have to start over from scratch. She could tweet at YouTube. She could be doing what everybody else is doing, but she's not doing it. We talked about dollieguts, surprisingly. Didn't want to do that. We talked about dollieguts and how she apparently is exposing Bailey now, which was a shock to me, and I kind of want to read those DMs now, and how I felt about what she did, which was basically like, she's done a lot of stuff wrong, but a lot of stuff people are literally just taking people's word for it, and y'all know how I feel about that sometimes. Let's not take some people's word for it, but like, when it's like who's the source? Nobody. And who's the source for all of these claims? Fucking nobody. I can't take nobody's word for it, you know, all the time. Like, at one point, I'm gonna have to be like, okay, you gotta show me some proof. I need verification. And how it's just, that whole situation can be a whole topic in itself. And we might actually go through it if I ever tolerate it for that long. That whole situation stresses me out anyways. Anyway, and then the last thing we talked about, I think we just went on a ramble about peanut butter and jelly and if hot chocolate if hot chocolate is just chocolate milk without the milk, or the other way around. and then we talked about how Moist Critical Loki's been selling out. No, but how him and Matt have low-key been sucking YouTube's dick, even though YouTube has had a plethora of problems that they have not addressed. And don't even get me started on YouTube Rewind, how they were like, listen, we just feel like we don't really want to do that this year. And I'm like, listen, we need something to shit on. Y'all just don't want to be the one distracting us from the pandemic in the best way for us and the worst way for you. And it's like, nah, we need that rewind because all let's be honest, all the YouTubers rewinds that tried to like do it for themselves, especially the art communities ones, trash. Like they are trash. Let's agree on that. The art community is takes on the rewinds were trash, bruh. I watched them in 2 times speed and it felt like it was just dragging. I hated them. People's versions of the rewinds were shitty. That's what I want to talk about. I remember now. Damn. Okay, I'll talk about it real quickly. Just real skim over it. We're going to talk about, but I'll talk about it really quickly. Is the Jenna Marbles thing where somebody made a rewind or a musical rewind and people immediately got mad at that person because they referenced Jenna Marbles' apology, didn't shit on her, didn't do anything rude, just literally had someone summing up her apology, which it was good, and we all agreed it was good, and the girl that made it actually agreed that it was good, when people were shitting on her because they weren't respecting Jenna's privacy. Like, Jenna's not a regular human being, and toxic positivity is a actual thing, and that's an example. When you take someone and you put them on a pedestal like they're fucking God, I love Jenna Marbles, she makes me happy and smile, and literally when I need to be cheered up, I watch her content, her very old content, like, binge watch it. She's not a fucking god. And they really shat on this girl to where she deleted that video and had to make a whole ass apology just because she referenced Jenna. As if Jenna's this god who needs to be respected at all times. But I can shit on anybody else and moist everybody, and I can shit on Jenna. It's not a whole thing. And she wasn't even doing that. But that's the whole thing. That was the whole topic I wanted to talk about, but we're going to get into it next time, or I might just make a video about that separately. I have the video actually in my thing. I might edit it and upload it tomorrow. I'm thinking about editing it and tomorrow because literally so stupid. That whole thing was so stupid. And then I think that was all we talked about. And then at that point we were just rambling, and I was trying to figure out what else to talk about because I couldn't think of that last topic, but it's what it is. So, with that being said, it's 10 o'clock for me right now. Well, it's not 10 o'clock, but it's close enough. My superpowers are wearing off. My eggs are drying up. My superpower is wearing off. We also need to talk about superpowers. Okay, mine has just been who I am since I was born. You know what I mean? Which is having kids. I can birth human beings. That's my superpower. I can make people. And my eggs are drying up because it's almost midnight. So my superpower is going away. So I need to go to bed. And I hope you all have a good rest of your night. Thank you for as many people that... I forget what the peak of viewers was, but thank you for watching me. I'm not going over to Twitch because toxicity. And I'm not gonna get, like, I'm not gonna be sued for music. But I will see you guys later. I love you all platonically. BB. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, good night. Good night, good night, good night.